Hi, Nick Smoot here with Smarter Agent, and I'm here with Tom Tognoli, the COO of Intero and one of the owners. And as you know, we kind of like to get a feel for what people think in the world of real estate about mobile, the handset, and realtors. And I wanted to ask Tom. So Tom, what do you think? What do you see with realtors and mobile?
Yeah, I think that my personal opinion is, I think if you go back in time 10 years ago, it was all about having a great website.
Yep.
And everybody was a race to get to the great website. I think now with the advent of social media, my personal opinion is that having a website, it's becoming less and less important. Yep. Although it's still an important aspect of it, it's not as important as it probably was 5 years ago. And I don't think it's probably going to be as important 5 years from now or 10 years from now.
Yep.
As it is today. And I do personally think that the whole tablet, handheld device aspect of real estate from the standpoint of the realtor as well as the consumer is really where things are now, and I think it's going to continue to play a bigger and bigger and bigger role in our industry. How that looks, how it feels, how quickly the real estate community embraces it. Let's face it, the real estate agents tend to be, in general, and we're headquartered out of Cupertino, California. So we're at
we're the
epicenter, and it's still challenging to get people to embrace innovation and embrace change. At least the real estate community. The consumer does.
Totally. I was going to ask you said the speed thing. When the web hit, it was kind of like everybody was sitting there on their laurels at first, and then all of a sudden became this massive panic.
Yeah.
Do you see that similarly happening with mobile, or do you feel like everyone learned from that and they're kind of going, we got to do something now?
I think, our company, we're, kind of our brand has always been about looking out 18, 24, 36 months, trying to position ourselves and, help position our agents to, be prepared before everybody else for that. But in general, I don't know. It's been my experience that most of the time, real estate companies and real estate agents in general tend to, follow innovation instead of lead innovation.
Yep.
So I think it's important, and I think the agents and I think the companies that embrace it, probably before, it's hot. It's a hot thing now already anyway.
Yeah.
But I think it's only going to become a bigger part of the business.
Yeah.
I think agents and companies that embrace it now, instead of waiting,
will
be ahead of the game. Because if you don't, by the time most of them do it, it'll be too late, and who knows what the next thing is, right?
Yep.
And that's
perfect. Well, thanks, Tom.
You bet. All right, Nick. Take care. Yep.